Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. Oh my dear God. Here we go with this again. Okay, so, of course, we've talked about the issues considering Hero Academia. Well, here we go again. Of course, you have to have these people, the Outrage mob, the ones with the pitchforks and fire, going after a manga from Shonen Jump. They are now mad at Shonen Jump over the cover that features Yunna from Yunna and the Haunted Hot Springs. And mind you, this is a cover that's over in Japan. It's not over in the States. It's just in Japan. The Japanese have no issue with this cover whatsoever. They don't have any problems. But, of course, Twitter Puritans, oh boy, they are just hating on this. They have so many issues here. It's ridiculous. I thought this was just dumb because I thought to myself, wait a minute. So these people that sit over here and say that, oh no, respect everybody's culture, respect other countries, their cultures. Now they're trying to throw their culture in Japan. This is how these people work. They're crazy. They are insane people. And, of course, yet again, here they go after Japan because they did something lewd that they don't like. Oh no! Fan service. Oh man, the worst thing ever. They freak out over this stuff. When this is not a problem at all. It never is. And of course, it's over a female character. So, if it were to be a male character, I guarantee you they wouldn't complain. But no, it's a female character they have to go after. So, of course, and they think that this is awful, just the worst thing ever. So this is what this person had to say. I am disgusted every time this country disappoints me. Shonen Jump is a weekly manga magazine that published the most famous series of all times, Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto. It's aimed at young boys and teenagers. Now they're showing prawn content. A thread. Every time. They always announce a thread. This is how these people work. Their mentality works just the same. It's a hive mind, And every time they state a thread, if you ever notice, there is a gigantic long thread. Now, many of you may remember the Monopoly video I talked about with socialism, and remember that person having that gigantic thread, and they said, a thread? Here it is again. This is how these people work. They are loons. They are insane. So we're going to look over this entire thread because it's hilarious, and it just shows the hypocrisy at the same time of this person. So, this is kind of a funny thing. They go on to say, the cover of the magazine features the main character of a manga called Yunna and the Haunted Hot Springs, posing naked in an overly offensive pose with an offensive expression. These people, seriously, they think this is terrible. They think this is the worst thing to hit the face of the earth. Fan service has gone on in anime and manga for decades. This is literally nothing new. Nothing new. But yet, they act like this is the first time they've ever seen it. This is a part of Japanese culture. This has been going on in manga for a long time. This has gone on in Dragon Ball. We've seen it many times with Bulma, for example. Bulma is a big fan service character. Go back to the original Dragon Ball and you see a lot of it. You look at Fairy Tail. That's also shonen. There's a scene that they censored a few times in the anime. A few scenes, actually, not just one. And guess what? If you go read the manga, believe me, there are some scenes there, too, of fan service with male and female characters. Just saying. There's even a scene of Natsu bathing Erza in the manga that they censored in the anime. And yet, here they go, having such a big, riled issue over this cover. And yet, there's been fan service of female characters and male characters alike in shonen series for decades. And yet, they want to try to push their cultural beliefs onto Japan. Despite the fact that these are the people that fight to say that we should respect all cultures despite it being different from our own. Well, looks like that's not what you're doing right here now, is it? Because this person is complaining about the Japanese culture. And like I said, Japan has no problems with this cover at all whatsoever. You know? No issues. You don't see anyone from Japan complaining about this cover. But yet, this cover, which is currently only in Japan right now, people that are not even in Japan are complaining about it. How ridiculous is that? They're trying to push their cultural beliefs onto Japan, which is a different culture. This is how stupid this is. This is dumb. Like, this is so dumb and hypocritical. So let's keep going.
The magazine has been cleverly designed so that it blurred out the nipples with a cloud-like whiteout. Don't show, except if you use a backlight, you can see them.
So, here's my question. Why did you try? You already had a problem with the image, then why would you try to go so far to check it out? Well, that's something, I guess. Oh, these people are crazy. I mean, seriously, you have an issue with it, then why would you go so far to take a look at it? But you see, these people are insane because even though this is Japanese culture, of course, when it comes to anyone outside of the country, this shouldn't be their concern because it's not their culture, right? But for those that live there, it is their culture, and they don't have a problem with it because that's normal for them. But it seems that these people, they have to just jump in there and make it about, oh, this is not my beliefs. You need to change your ways. And they go against what they say they stand for. They are saying that, oh, hey, look, we need to believe in the cultures of others, but yet they then hate on the cultures of others because it doesn't align with their own. Hypocritical. Very hypocritical. Like, I don't know. These people will just contradict themselves. It's just so stupid. They do some of the stupidest things I've ever seen anyone do. They say such dumb things. It's idiotic. It's ridiculous.
You're telling your readers, I'll bend the rules so that you can fap to our magazine cover. I'll bend the rules so that you'll buy a copy. I'll bend the rules by portraying a female character as an overly sexualized object because we don't care about women. Do you know how exhausting this is? Every time I enter a convenience store, there are adult magazines right next to the entrance with men unashamedly standing and reading. Women watch themselves be objectified. Children learn how to objectify. Shonen Jump has always been problematic.
Oh, God, there's that word.
But this is effing unacceptable. Remember, it's a magazine for children. This is what this country is teaching their youth. I'm kind of glad the population is declining.
Wow. There was some aggression in that. I mean, seriously, if you're sitting there saying you're hoping that the population of a country is declining because you're upset with their cultural beliefs because they differ from your own, you might have some problems. Because, wow, that's rough. Well, low blow. And here's the other thing. Considering that they want to have issues with this, like I said, decades. There have been decades of fan service. This is nothing new to the Japanese culture. It's almost as if they act like this is something brand new they just recently started. It's been working for Japan and Shonen and other anime and manga for years. They're not going to stop because of one itty-gritty little complaint. They're not. Just because one person's butthurt over something completely pointless, it doesn't mean that Japan's going to sit over here and care. They don't care about Western politics. They don't. They have no concern for it whatsoever. That's why they try to produce great quality content. That's why they try to make great stories, excellent characters, wonderful character development, excellent action for series that have action. They do so much that the American entertainment industry could learn from. I mean, there's tons of things that America could learn from that Japan is doing right when it comes to making series and entertainment. Because, let's be real, America's fallen to the wayside in terms of entertainment and quality. It has. It's not as good. I mean, there are some shows here and there, but a lot of it's just bad. I mean, They just use a lot of it for political platforms at this point. And nobody wants that. That's why a lot of people are going to manga instead of comics, for example. That's why people enjoy the manga, because they're not getting a political lecture. They're actually getting a good, entertaining story. Something they can jump into and just read or watch and just love. That's where they just don't want to hear politics. And Japan, luckily, they don't care about that stuff. And that's what these people have an issue with. But if you look at Western entertainment, what they do is they look at the politics. They look at what is their politics. And instead of just going and creating great characters and a great entertaining story, what they do instead is they basically just make a list. They check it twice. And then they say,
yes, this is what we're going to put in here.
And of course, then political agenda is just spewed all over the place, ruining it. Just ruining the TV show or the movie that they're making because they make it about the politics. It's not about what kind of great quality product can we make for everyone to enjoy. Oh no, it's about what politics can we just throw at people and create a big dumpster fire out of it. That's what it is. That's what it literally becomes.
I'm so tired of seeing example after example of women meaning nothing, young girls meaning nothing. Their worth is based on how much men will masturbate to their picture.
And this is somebody that they had a conversation with. But these are cartoons. These are not real women. Definitely someone. And then, of course, they respond with,
yes, but they represent women. They carry the weight and expectation of real women like idols and singers and actresses. Don't lie to me. To you, they're all the same.
See, here's the thing. These are fictional characters. You know, this person's trying to act like they have the same rights as real people. These are fictional characters. You know? They're not real. Okay? Fictional. Fiction. Meaning not real. But they don't get this. They're so crazy. They're nuts. They're wacko. They're insane. They need help. You know, now that I think about it, maybe Ethan Van Sciver was right. Maybe we do need a trebuchet. Something to think about. But, you know, that's the thing. These people get so upset over fan service of fictional characters. It's ridiculous. They're fictional characters. They don't have the same rights as real people. They need to stop pretending that they do. It's fiction. You know, as I said, it's fiction. Oh, these people are crazy. And then listen to this one.
You can't say this is fiction, this isn't real, because where do you think fiction comes from? As a writer, this is so obvious to me. But what can I expect of someone who only reads comic books? Am I right?
All right, I'm going to call you out right here on this one. During Stan Lee's time, okay, so during Stan Lee, when he was still alive, when he was still doing Marvel Comics, you'll realize there's an issue where there's a part where Tony Stark is naked in it, right? You do realize that, right? I don't think you do. So you want to say characters being shown off as a terrible thing, well then you got to make it all around the spectrum. It can't just be female characters. But, you know, that's not on the agenda, so it doesn't matter to them. But they don't think about that either. They don't think about how comic books themselves, not manga, comic books, have had this kind of stuff before too with male characters. They don't ever think about that. They don't ever care to think about that. They just think about their agenda and contradict themselves all the time and just are completely hypocritical because this is who they are. And to think that fiction is real because it comes from the idea of a person. Oh man. Wow. You have some real loony bin issues, and the people in the white coats need to take you to the Happy Hotel. I'm just saying. Because that is sheer insanity. That is craziness if you think that.
This vote in here. Shonen Jump might issue an apology and pathetic excuses while the board of executives snicker behind closed doors. This is an epidemic. End.
Yeah. And then here was another thing that this person had to say.
P.S. I showed this to my husband, seething in anger. And he was like,
this? They do this all the time. And now I just want to sleep. Seems like her husband may have been sensible. As to where she's just crazy. You see, this stuff is so stupid, it's laughable. It's just so dumb, and it's over not even an issue, just something absolutely pointless. And then, of course, there were some people that jump in and they had to say, what can you expect of someone who only reads comic books? I don't know, but I didn't expect you to be so condescending. It doesn't change your point that there shouldn't be prawn in a children's magazine, but don't start gatekeeping. I read books because it hurts your points. And then another person said,
As a writer myself, I strongly disagree with this point. Fiction and reality are different. I can write tons of books about gross inhuman murder and never kill someone in it in real life. Although the rest of your thread is on point, WTF is wrong with Shonen Jump.
and you know, seeing all this stuff that's being brought up here, it does make you wonder with how Sony has bought Funimation to acquire more anime, and it does make you wonder with Netflix, Hulu, and, well, anything else that might try to acquire anime. This makes you think that more of these type of people are going to jump in and try to fester around and just try to complain and bring down anime. And that's one thing that hopefully won't happen, but it's looking more and more likely. But the thing is, I don't think Japan will ever bend the knee, no matter how many people try to complain. Of course, these big companies that try to get into anime and try to have it as their entertainment, they may try to influence Japan to change their ways. But personal opinion, I don't think they will, considering that they can't get Japan to bend the knee now. And we are currently in the golden age of anime. So I don't think, as time progresses onward, I don't think Japan's going to even start to bend the knee because, like I said, they don't care about Western politics. And I think they're going to do whatever's going to make them money. I think that whatever's going to benefit them is what they're going to do. And I don't think they're going to listen to the SJWs because that's just going to cost them more money than it is going to help them get more. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Share the video, spread the word. Let's try to get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, hit the video with a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and follow me on Discord. The link is in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today, and remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.